Alright, so when you're shading, you are going to be filling in the entire box. For this first box, you're going to start by filling in the entire one as dark as you possibly can. If you notice, I'm holding my pencil really close to the tip, like you're writing. That helps you apply the most pressure. I'm going both directions because I need to stay within the lines. Just because you can erase in some situations does not mean you'll always be able to erase. You want to get all of the pencil control you can and get that through the practice. Can you go back and erase? Sure. Are you going to learn anything from this process? Not as much as if you try to stay within the box and learn to use pencil control to keep it nice and neat. Once you get going in one direction, then you can always go back and go the other direction to smooth things out so that you're not, so you have a smoother effect. When you go to the next box, you want it to be one step lighter, hence the stepped value scale. So I'm going in both directions. Sorry, it kind of goes off camera there. But again, staying nice and neat within the box, going both directions. And then because I can see the direction of my pencil marks, now I'm going to go the opposite direction and try to smooth that out. Another tip when you're doing smooth shading like this is if you have a magazine or a pad of paper, notebook paper, something like that underneath, it's going to help smooth out your line work. I'm looking and I see that my darker value needs to be a little bit darker, so I'm going back in, making it a little bit darker, and now they line up better with what the sample shades are. Going into the next one, I'm going to repeat the process as you go, making each one step lighter. Another tip I have for you is to not have your pencil be too sharp. If your pencil is too sharp, you're going to leave more pencil marks than if your pencil is a little bit dull. If it's a little bit dull, then you have that softer pencil tip that's going to give you a softer effect. Again, always go back and check your shades. Make sure that each one's one shade lighter than the next one. If you need to go back and make the previous one a little bit darker, then you can do that. If you notice, as I'm moving to the lighter shades, I'm holding my pencil further back. The further back you hold your pencil, the less pressure you're adding, and it's going to give you a lighter value. This is how you're going to be able to get the wide variety of shades using just a number 2 pencil. There's really not a need to have all of the different drawing pencils. You'll find in our class we're going to learn that you can get the wide range of values with just using a number 2 pencil, and then later on, if we need those deep dark values, we'll move on to a 6B pencil. But you get nice and light. I'm matching those shades, checking back to my reference to make sure that I am getting those shades different. And now I'm holding my pencil almost back at the eraser, so I just barely want to put anything in there. You can't really see it in the video, but if you look at your worksheet, you'll see that there is just barely a little bit of shading in that second to the last box. So the last thing you want to check is just to make sure that each one matches your reference and is one shade lighter than the previous one.